Right. Good afternoon to all the students. Yesterday we have completed one important topic regarding the three traversal techniques. Right. We have discussed the different traversal techniques such as pre-order traversal, in-order traversal, and post-order traversal. Right. In today's class, we'll discuss one of the important topic in the trees concept, which is binary search tree. Right. So in short form, we will call it as BST. Right. BST stands for binary search tree. While going to the definition of this binary search tree, so it is also a binary tree. What do you mean by binary tree? It consists of at most
only two children, sir.
Not only. You should be very careful. At most two children, right? So in addition to this binary tree property, it also has to satisfy two more properties. Two more properties it has to satisfy. That is regarding the left child and regarding the right child. So what these properties say is all the elements that are less than the root node, will be placed as the left child or left subtree, and all the elements that are greater than the root node are placed in the right subtree. Right. So these are the two important properties that a binary search tree has to satisfy, in addition to the binary tree property. So the definition of the binary search tree is it is a binary tree with two more properties, where the two properties says that all the elements that are less than the root node will be placed as the left subtree, and all the elements that are greater than the root node are placed as the right subtree. So if these properties are satisfied, that means every node will have at most two children. All the elements less than the root node will be placed. Less than or equal to also you can place, like less than or equal to. Less than or equal to the root node will be placed as the left subtree, and all the elements that are greater than the root node will be placed on the right subtree. If these three properties are satisfied, then we call this tree as a binary search tree. Is it okay? This tree is also called as ordered tree. We can also call it as ordered tree. Right. So in this class, we'll discuss few important points regarding this binary search tree. The first one is very important, that is construction of binary search tree. Construction of binary search tree when a list of elements are given. Right. So this is very important. You might get a question from this binary search tree from this topic only. Right. And the second one is how we are going to perform the insertion operation. How we are going to perform the insertion operation. And the third one is how we are going to perform the deletion operation. And finally, we'll see how we are going to perform a find operation. In other words, we can also say that how we are going to perform the search operation. And we can also discuss the remaining topics like the tree traversals, right? How we can perform the in order, how we can perform the pre-order, and how we can perform the post-order. Since these topics are already being discussed in yesterday's class, I'm not going to stress this point, right? So we are not going to discuss this. So in this class, we are going to discuss only the construction of binary search tree when a list of elements are given. How do you insert a new element to the already constructed binary search tree, and how do you delete an element from the binary search tree, and how do you perform a search operation on the binary search tree. Is it okay up to this point?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let us go with the first topic.
Sir.
This particular topic is very important. Why? Because as I told that you will get a definite question from this binary search tree. The question may be like this: you will be given a list of elements, and you are asked to construct the binary search tree. Right. So let us take some list of elements. Give me some 10 elements. Anybody? Only one person. Give me some random elements. 10 elements.
10.
You will start with the middle number, right? 47. Let us start. So that it will be very easy to distribute the things. Next, give me some elements. 47.
99.
Huh?
99, sir.
99,
34,
34,
28,
28,
76,
76,
104,
104,
9,
9,
31,
31.
and 20, sir.
One more element. Let us do it with 10.
40.
Okay, 40. Right. So these are the list of elements you are given and you are asked to construct the binary search tree. For this, what you have to do is, as step 1. What is step 1? You have to consider the first element of the list as the root node. Whatever element is given here, forget about the element that is given here. The first step is consider the first element as root node. Consider the first element as root node, right? So you place that 47 and you construct a node, right? So after selecting the first element as the root node, you have to go for the step 2. What is step 2? It's nothing but you go to the second element. What is the second element? 99, right? You have to compare 99 with the root element. The comparison always starts with the root element only. So 99 compared with 47, is it greater or less? 99 is greater than 47. So
47.
according to the properties of binary search tree, the greater element should always be placed as the right subtree. Therefore, where I should place this 99? Where I should place this 99? As the left child or right child?
Right child.
Right side of 47.
Right.
Right
So,
child.
so after completing this one, what you have to do? You have to go for the next element. What is the next element? 34.
34.
So again, compare this 34 with the root element, that is 47. 34 is less than 47. According to the property of binary search tree, when an element is less than the root node, it should be placed as the left side. Therefore, you place as 34 as
Right. Left child.
left child of 47. Now you go for the next element, 28. 28 is compared with the root element, 47. Since 28 is less than 47, it should be placed in the left subtree. Here you have to place, here in this location, right? But there is a left child for 47, which is 34. Now you have to compare this 28 with 34. Since 28 is 34, 28 is less than 34, according to the property of binary search tree, it should be placed as the left child of 34.
Left child.
Right. Now you go to the next element, 76. 76. Right. What you have to do, you should always start comparison with the root node. So compare 76 with 47. Since 76 is greater than 47, you have to place it in the right subtree. But there is a right child for 47, which is 99. Now you have to compare this 76 with 99. Since 76 is less than 99, the 76 should be placed as left child to 99. Is it okay? Now go to the next element, 104. 104 compared with 47. Since it is greater than, move to its right part. 104 compared with 99. Since 104 is greater than 99, it should be moved to the right part. This one. So 104 should be placed as the right child of 99. Now move to the next element, 9. 9 compared with 47, less than, go to the left child. 9 compared with 34, less than, go to the left child. 9 compared with 28, less than, go to the left child. So 9 should be placed as left child of 28. After processing this element, go to the next element, that is 31. 31 should be compared with 47. Since 31 is less than 47, go to its left child. And again, compare this 31 with 34. 31 is less than 34, therefore it should be placed as the left subchild. And again, compare this 31 with 28. Since 31 is greater than 28, it should be placed as the right child. Why? Because we don't have any right child for 28, right? So, and since 31 is greater than 28, it should be placed as the right child of 28. Is it okay? Now move your pointer to the next element, that is 20. 20 compared with 47. Since 20 is less than 47, move to the left child. Compare 20 with 34. Since 20 is less than 34, move to its left child. Compare 20 with 28. Since 20 is less than 28, move to its left child. And now you compare the 20 with 9. Since 20 is greater than 9, it should be placed as the right child of 9. Now you move the pointer to the next element. Take the next element, 40. 40 compared with 47, less than. Go to the left child. 34 compared with 40 compared with 34. Since 40 is greater than 34, and since 34 does not have any right child, you should place this 40 as the right child of 34. Right. Once you process all the elements, the resultant tree which you have constructed will be the resultant binary set tree. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll do one more example. We'll take one more example. Now you have to tell. Right. Roll number 15. Who is roll number 15?
Satish, sir. Satish.
Satish, please unmute yourself. Satish, unmute yourself. Join a conference, Satish.
అన్మ్యూట్ సార్ అన్మ్యూట్ చేసాం సార్.
Okay. You tell me the list of elements. Give me some 9 elements. Neha, are you there?
వాడికి నెట్వర్క్ స్లోగా ఉంది సార్, అవటం లేదు ఆడియో కరెక్ట్ గా.
Neha, are you there?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Give me some 9 elements, random elements.
Okay, sir. 28,
28,
10,
10,
42,
42,
55, sir.
okay, 55,
76,
76,
98,
okay, 98.
67,
You give me less numbers than 28. 12, 12. Right. So these are the elements. Now tell me, how do you construct the binary set tree? Rajesh.
సార్
Tell me, how do you construct the binary set tree?
టేక్ 28 యాజ్ అ రూట్ నోడ్ సార్.
Okay, so far 28 is taken as root node.
Compare it, next take 10 and compare it with 28, sir.
Okay.
It is as it is less than 28, we should take it as the left child, sir.
Okay.
Next, take the next element 42, sir.
Okay.
Compare it with 28. It is greater than 28, so it is keep it as a right child, sir.
Okay.
Now take the next element 55, sir.
Okay.
Compare it with 28, sir. It is greater than, then go to 42, sir.
Okay.
Compare it with 42, and as it is greater than, keep it as a right child, sir, for 42.
Okay. So next.
Now go to 76, sir.
Okay.
Compare it with 28 first. As it is greater than, move to 42.
Okay.
As it is greater than 42, move to 55. Here also it is greater than 55. Move it as keep it as a right child for 55, sir.
Okay. Super. Next.
Now take 98, sir. Compare it with 28. As it is greater than 28, go move to 42. It is greater than 42, move to 55. It is greater than 55, move to 76. It is greater than 76, keep it as the right child for 76, sir.
Okay.
Now come to 12, sir. Compare it with 28, sir.
Okay.
It is, as it is smaller than 28, come to 10, sir.
Okay.
Compare it with 10, sir. It is greater than, so keep it as a right child for 10, sir.
Super. Next.
Now move to 8, sir. Compare it with 28, sir. As it is less than 28, move to 10, sir.
Okay.
As it is less than 10, keep it as a left child for 10, sir.
Okay.
Now come to 22, sir.
Okay.
Compare it with 28, sir. As it is less than 28, move keep it as the left child, sir.
Left side.
Sir.
Okay.
Compare it with 10, sir. It is less than it is greater than 10, sir. 22. So move to the 12, sir.
Okay.
Compare it with 12, sir. Keep it as as it is greater than 12, keep it as a right child, sir. Right child for 12, sir.
Super. Super. And this is the perfect answer. And remember, student, that you have to maintain these levels. Right. You should draw the diagram in such a way that their level should be maintained. అంతే తప్ప 28 ఇక్కడ 10 ఇక్కడ 42 ఇక్కడ ఎక్కడో రాయకూడదు, రైట్? సో యూ ట్రై ప్రాక్టీసింగ్ ద డ్రాయింగ్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ బైనరీ సెట్స్, రైట్? So we have completed the first part of our discussion, that is construction of binary set tree when a list of elements are given. Right, you have to write the theory part. Right, step 1, consider the first element as the root node. Step 2, what is step 2? Can anybody tell me? What process you have done? You just explain.
We'll take the next element and compare the second element with the first element.
Root elements, sir.
Okay,
Root
consider
element.
the next element in the list
And compare it with the root elements, sir.
and compare it with root element. So what could be the third root element? What could be the third step?
If
Take the third element.
Super. So if the element is less than or equal to root, ఏం చేయాలమ్మా?
keep it as a left child.
Place it at the left.
It should be placed on the left child of the element.
It's not like that. It should be root, place it in the left subtree. This will be a simple term, right? And what is step
Okay,
4?
sir.
If element is greater
Same
than the
thing.
root,
If the element is greater than the root, what you have to do? Simple. You have to place it in,
Place
place
it
it
at
on the
the
right
right.
subtree.
No.
right? What is step 5? These are all general terms we are describing. I mean, nothing to by heart and rote, all these things, right? So what is step 5? Simple, man.
Repeat the above steps until we reach to the left leaf node.
From which step to which step we have to repeat?
From 1 to 4.
Second step to fourth step.
2 to 4.
Should not repeat step 1, right? So super, you have given the perfect answer. Repeat step 2 to step 4. ఎప్పుడు దాకా? Until
Until we reach the last
element.
element, sir.
until all the elements in the list are completed. And then, Amma?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is a simple algorithm we have written for constructing a binary set tree using a list of elements, right? So you can write it on your own words. I'm just repeating it not to by heart these algorithms. You have to just explain the process, what you have done for constructing the binary search tree from the list of elements in a step-by-step manner. That becomes the algorithm, right? Is there any difficulty in it?
No, sir.
No. So we'll go for the next operation, that is insertion operation, right? So for example, you will be given a list. What type of problem you might be asked in this insertion means you might be given a list of elements like this, and you will be asked to construct a binary search tree. So you know very well how to construct the binary search tree. And as an additional point, what he might ask is insert an element. What element will take? Let us take as 63. Insert element 63 in the binary search tree. What you will do? It's a simple process. Till now we have done the insertion process only, right? You take the new element 63, consider the new element 63, compare it with the root element. Since 63 is greater than 47, go to the right subtree and compare the 63 with 99. Since 63 is less than 99, go to its left subtree and compare 63 with 76. Since 63 is less than 76, 63 should be placed as the left child of 76, since the 76 does not have any left child. Is it okay up to this point?
Sir.
So insertion is a very simple process. The construction of BST itself is, we have done a lot of insertions, right? Now tell me the process. Is there? Sai Lakshmi.
Yes, sir.
Sai Lakshmi, you tell me the process of inserting 55 into the binary search tree.
55, sir.
Yeah.
It is compared with root net 47, sir. It is greater than 47, so we go for 99 and compare with it. It is less than 99, so then we go for 76 and we compare with 75, and it is less than 76, and we go for 63 and we compare with it. Here also 55 is less than 63, so we place here 55 as a left child of 63, sir.
So 55 should be placed as left child of 63. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, anybody please tell me, what is the position of 43? If I want to insert 43 into the binary search tree, where I have to insert? Don't tell the process. You just tell me it should be inserted as left child or right child or so on so on.
Right child of
On the
40, sir.
Right child
40, sir.
Right child of 40, sir.
Right child of 40, right? So
40.
this is also a simple insertion operation we have performed. So the second topic of our today's agenda is also completed, that is insertion of a new node into a binary search tree. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the third topic is very, very important. You listen carefully. Koncham jagrataga vinnandamma. Okay. Give me 1 minute of time. Let me arrange these things. Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now listen to the deletion operation. It's a very, very important operation, right? So the deletion operation in the binary search tree consists of 3 parts, right? So deletion of a node which is a leaf, and deletion of a node which consists of 1 child, and deletion of a node which consists of 2 child. So you should observe whenever you are asked to delete a particular node, you should check whether you are going to delete a leaf node or whether you are going to delete a node which is consists of 1 child, or whether you are going to delete a node which consists of 2 child, right? So the deletion operation should be performed in the binary search tree in 3 methods. One is deletion of leaf node, there is a separate process. Deletion of node with 1 child, there is a different process. And deletion of a node with 2 child, this is a different process, right? Let us see the first one, case 1. What is case 1? Deletion of a node which is a leaf, right? For example, what are leaf nodes in this particular BST we have constructed? Give me the leaf nodes.
20 and 55, sir.
20 and 55.
20, 31, 55, 104.
31,
31, 40, 55, and
104.
right. So you can, for example, I want to delete 31. I want to delete 31. So you will be given a question like this. You will be asked a list of, you will be given a list of elements. You will be asked to construct a binary search tree, and you may be asked to delete a particular node. In that case, you have to check whether this particular node comes under which category, whether it is a leaf or node consisting of 1 child or 2 child. Now, if I want to delete 31, go and check. Is it a leaf node or not?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Right. So in such case, what you have to do is you simply break the link between the parent and child. What is the parent of 31?
28, sir.
28.
Now my question is, how do you identify leaf node?
Because it doesn't
Which does not have any children, sir.
Yeah, it does
Any
not have any
child.
children, but programmatically, how do you identify? Right, I told you the 3 representations. What are the 2 ways of representing the binary trees?
Array and linked list, sir.
Array representation, linked list representation.
Linked list representation. So when you represent a binary tree using linked list, so this 31 is represented like this. Is it okay? And what about the left part? It is null. What about the right part? It is null.
It is null.
So whenever a node is having the null part in both the left and right parts, then it is considered as the leaf node. This is how you identify whether a node is leaf or not, right? This is by looking at this diagram, we can simply say, as a human being, you can simply say that 31 is the leaf node, right? But programmatically, when you want to give some instructions to the computer, you should make the computer to understand this 31 is a leaf node. So to make it understand that 31 is the leaf node, what you have to do is you have to go to the linked list representation, and in the linked list representation, you have to check the pointers of the left part and the right part. If both the pointers on the left part and right part are null, then it is considered as the leaf node. Is it okay up to this point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Right. So when you want to delete 31, we have identified that 31 is the leaf node, and I want to delete this 31. So what I have to do is I have to go to its parent. I have to go to its parent. What is the parent of 31? It is 28. So go to its parent. So how this 31 and 28 are linked? So this is 28, and assume that this base address is 400. Here we have 400. Right. So thereby we will get a pointer like this. Is it correct or not? Is it right or not? 28 and 31 are linked like this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So whenever I identify that 31 is the leaf node, I should go to its parent, that is 28. There I have to make the right pointer to be pointed to null. So when I make the right pointer to point to null, what happens? This link is broken. So when I broke this link, this particular node is deleted from the binary search tree. This is how you perform the deletion of a leaf node in the binary search tree. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The 31 is removed from the. Is it okay up to this point? Then we'll go for case 2. Then we'll go for case 2. Case 2 is deletion of a node with one child. Deletion of a node with one child. Now give me the list of nodes which consists of only one child. Anybody?
28, sir.
28. Okay, super.
63.
28.
9.
9.
9, sir.
63, sir.
9 is okay.
76, sir. 63, sir.
63, sir.
63, sir.
Super. So these are the 4 nodes we have only one child, right? That are having only one child. You forget about the left child or right child. You just have to concentrate on whether the node consists of one child or not, right? You can play. It can be a left child or right child, right? How can you identify a node with one child? You go for this node representation, and whenever it consists of a pointer value or an address in left or right child, only one part, the other part should be null. So if an address is placed in the left part, there should be a null in the right part. And if an address is placed in the right part, then there should be a null in the left part. So you have to identify such nodes, and after identifying such nodes, you came to know that that particular node is a node consisting of one child, right? Now let us check how to delete 9. Let me delete 9. Right. So can you delete 9 like this simply? We cannot follow the previous process, right? Why? Because in the previous process, since it does not have any dependents, that means it does not have any children, you can simply delete it. But here 9 is having one dependent, that is, it is having a right child. So while deleting the node with one child, you should make the dependent to link to the somebody else, right? So if the parent is lost, what is 9 here? This is the actual node. We can call it as parent, right?
Sir.
And what about this 20? It is child. And what about 28? What is this 28 called as?
Grandparent for.
Grandparent, parent of 9.
It is parent of 9 and it is grandparent of 20.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when parent is lost, for example, you take the real life scenario also. When the parent is dead, what happens to the child? The child will come under the guardian. The guardian of the child becomes the grandparent. The same rule applies here also, right? So when you want to delete a node with one child, since the child is dependent on that parent, since you are deleting the parent node, you have to link this child node to the grandparent, and then you remove it. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what you will do here is you identify the node 9 and you go to its parent 28 and you change the address of 28. Address of 28. Let us take this representation. This is 28 and this is 9 and this is 20. Right. Assume for our example, assume that this is 100, this is 200, this is 300. These are the base addresses. Is it okay? Now tell me, what does 28 left part consist of?
200, sir.
Super, 200. Right. So there is a link here. What does left part of 9 consist of?
Null, sir.
Null. What does the right part of 9 consist of?
300, sir.
300, sir.
300. And this is null and this is null. Is it okay? So we have a link like this also. Now what I have to do is, when I want to delete this 9, go to its parent. Who is the parent of 9? It is 28. Right. And you change the address of this 200, the base address of this node, with the child address of this node. So what is the child address here?
300, sir.
So you replace this 200 with 300. Simple. So what happens here? The link will be broken and 28 will be linked. Is it okay?
Sir.
So here the link will be broken.
Yes, sir.
And what happens here? The 28 or the 20 is placed as the left child of 28. Is it okay? So it's a very simple process. Right. Right. So 20 becomes the left child of 28. Now you give me one more example of deleting 76. I'll ask the question. Josna.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, how do you delete 76?
We go to the 76 node, sir.
Okay.
99 is the parent.
Okay, 99 is the parent. So what?
Parent 63 is the child node of the 76.
What about 55?
55 is the grandchild of 76, sir.
Yeah, we don't need to consider the grandchild, grandchild like that, right?
Okay,
We should
okay, sir.
identify that this particular node consists of only one child, and the process remains the same. Right? You go to the parent node, and you change the address of the left part of the parent node, 76 node with the child node address.
Yes, sir.
Right.
So
Now we
so
change the
address
process.
of the. Okay, sir. Address of the 76th node in the parent child is replaced with the address of the 63 nodes.
Okay. So in that case, what happens? This becomes deleted.
63 is linked as the left child of 93.
Right? Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So that is the case 2 where you want to delete one child node consisting of one child. And the last case 3 is very important. Please concentrate. Right. Case 3 is deleting a node with 2 children. Deleting a node with 2 children. Right. So this is when you consider the real life scenario also. If there is one child, you simply the hereditary becomes the queen becomes the only one child, right? But if there are 2 children, what you have to do? You have to decide to which person you have to give the kingdom, right? So in such case, you have to select the best person for that particular purpose, right? So that is the case with these 2 children. If I want to delete a node with 2 children, I have to decide which node has to be replaced. ఈ నోడ్ అంటే పేరెంట్ నోడ్ ని ఏ నోడ్ తో రీప్లేస్ చేయాలనేది తెలుసుకోవాలి, రైట్? సో ద పేరెంట్ నోడ్ హ్యాస్ టు బి రీప్లేస్డ్ బై ఎనీ వన్ చైల్డ్, బట్ దట్ చైల్డ్ షుడ్ బి ద బెస్ట్ చైల్డ్. హౌ డు యూ ఐడెంటిఫై ద బెస్ట్ చైల్డ్? దట్ ఈస్ ద కేస్ వీ నీడ్ టు డిస్కస్. ఇస్ ఇట్ ఓకే అప్ టు దిస్ పాయింట్?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ఈ కేసు కొంచెం జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి అమ్మా. దిస్ ఇస్ సమ్వాట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇట్స్ నాట్ యాజ్ ఈజీ యాజ్ డిలీటింగ్ ఎ నోడ్ విత్ లీఫ్ అండ్ డిలీటింగ్ ఎ నోడ్ విత్ వన్ చైల్డ్. Right, but once you know the process, it will be very easy. Give me 1 minute of time. Right. Now, can anybody give me what are the nodes with 2 child?
We're now unmuted.
47, 34,
47, 34, 99,
99.
అంతే సార్.
Only 99, 3 nodes, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So let us delete 99. Let us take an example of deleting a node 99. So give me 1 minute of time. Okay. Now, are you there? Shall I start?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
We'll see this 99 later. Let us discuss how to delete this 47. Why? Because we can cover more topic when you delete this 47. Right? So when I want to delete the 47th node, I came to know that this 47 is consisting of 2 children. Okay. Now the case is I can replace this 47 either with 1 node from the left subtree or either with 1 node from the right subtree. Right. So I can replace this 47 either with 34, 28, 49, 20. But not with all the elements. There is one element that can be replaced with 47. Similarly, I have to replace this 47 with 1 node from the right subtree. So out of 99, 76, 63, 55 and 104, I have to select 1 node which can replace this 47. Right. So either you can replace it from the left subtree or either you can replace it from the right subtree. Now I have to select the best node from the left subtree or I have to select the best node from the right subtree. So the simple logic here is if you decide to go for the left subtree, that means if we want to replace the root node with 1 node from the left subtree, you have to find the greatest element. Listen carefully. This is important. You have to find the greatest element in the left subtree. Or else you can replace the node 47 with the least element in the right subtree. What is that one you have to replace? You have to replace it with either the greatest element in the left subtree or the least element in the right subtree. Now the topic here is how do you identify the greatest element in the left subtree? How do you identify the greatest element? So don't tell it as a human being, right? As a human being, you can simply identify that in the left subtree only 40 is the greatest element, so you replace it with 47. That's the case, right? Similarly, if I want to identify the least element in the 90 in the right subtree, I go 55 I have identified and I replace it with 47. That is not the case. You tell me programmatically, or how do you give instructions to the computers, right? So listen carefully. So the first case is you can replace the root node or the node with 2 children either with the greatest element in the left subtree. So how do you identify the greatest element in the left subtree is the present discussion, right? So in order to identify the greatest element in the left subtree, you have to go 1 step downwards from the root node or the node which you want to delete. So what is the node you want to delete here? 47. So you go 1 step. That means you are reaching the left subtree. So when you reach the left subtree, when you reach the first node of the left subtree, you can identify the largest element in the left subtree by traversing deep into its right hand side. By traversing deep into its right hand side. Right. So what is the deepest element of the right hand side of 34?
40, sir.
40, sir.
Is 40.
You are now unmuted.
Now we'll see how to replace this 40 with 47. That's the different case. Now we will go for the second case of identifying the least element in the right subtree. Right. In order to identify the least element in the right subtree, you have to go one step towards its right hand side. That is the first element of the right subtree you have reached. And in order to identify the least element, you have to go deep left part of the right subtree. Right. What is the deep left element of right subtree?
55, sir.
It is 50.
I see.
So you have identified these two elements. Either you can replace 47 with 40, or either you can replace the 55 with 47. Right. So how do you identify? How do you replace it? Right. Again, if you want to replace 40 with 47 with 40, you have to delete this node. That's it. Is it right or not? You have to copy this 40 into this particular thing, and then you have to delete this node. So deletion of a node consisting of two children involves both deletion of node with two children along with deletion of a node with leaf or deletion of a node with one child. So it involves both these operations also. That is the reason why we discussed the deletion of leaf node and one child before discussing the concept of two child. Right. 40 is a leaf node or node with one child?
It's a leaf node, sir.
It is a leaf node, right?
Leaf node, sir.
So you apply the process or procedure for deleting a leaf node for 40. Before that, you have to copy the value of 40 into the node which you want to delete. Is it okay? Right. Now, what about case 55? I want to replace the node with the least element in the right subtree. What you have to do? I have identified that 55 is the element that I want to replace. So in this case, what you have to do is simple thing. Again, identify that 55 is the root node. Copy this 55 into this one node which you want to delete, and you apply the procedure for deleting a node with leaf. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, this is the case where I have deleted the leaf nodes. That means deleting two children involves deletion of leaf node also. But there may be a case where the deletion of a node with two children involves both leaf and one child also. Right. Let us take one child. For example, if I have given a node like this, 37. Is it a BST or not? Is it satisfying the BST property, binary search tree property or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, it is satisfying, right? So this is 47. Right. Now you tell me, I want to delete 47. What elements are suitable for replacing 47? One is the greatest element in the left subtree, which is 40, and second one is the least element in the right subtree, which is 55. Now, if you consider the case of replacing 47 with 40, so 40 is a node that consists of one children, right? So in this case, what you have to do? You have to copy this 40 into this 47, and then you have to delete this 40 node. So deleting this 40 node involves deletion of a node with one child. Therefore, you have to link this 37 to this grandparent, and then you delete it. Right. So what happens here? This becomes 37 like this. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now you tell me what best elements are suitable for deleting 34. I want the two elements. I want to delete this node 34. So you have to replace this 34 with the left subtree element, one element from the left subtree or one element from the right subtree. Now you tell me.
It is replaced with 9, sir.
Replace 34 with 9.
Entama?
9, sir.
34 with 9, sir.
9 cannot be the largest element. Right. That's why I'm
28,
asking.
sir. 37, sir.
Yeah, you have to
37,
find
sir.
28 in the left subtree. You have to find the greatest element in the left subtree or the least element in the right subtree. Right. Since if you go for the right subtree of 34, it has only one element, therefore you can replace it with 37, no doubt. But if you go to the left subtree of 34, you have to find the greatest element, left and the greatest element, right? To identify the greatest element, you go to 28, that means right subtree, first node of left subtree, and you have to traverse deep. Greatest element ekkada
Deep left
Towards the
side,
right.
sir.
amma, deep right amma.
Deep right
Greatest
side.
element will be in the deep right, and the least element will be in the deep left. Right. So the greatest element will be in the deep right. Since 28 does not have any deep right. Deep right unda mein krana, there are no elements towards its right hand side. Therefore, 28 is the element
Yes, sir.
which you have to replace. Now you tell me the case where I want to delete 99. What are the two best elements? First you have to memorize the things, right? The best elements are, you have to find the greatest element in the left subtree, or you have to find the least element in the right subtree.
Least element in the right side.
So how do you find the greatest element? Means you have to go deep right from the first node of the left subtree. How do you find the least element? You have to go deep left from the first node of the right subtree. Right. Now you tell me, what is the best element for 99? So the left subtree is this one for 99, and right subtree is this one for 99.
55.
It is 104 from the right subtree and
55.
76.
76. Don't get confused. Greatest from the left subtree and least from the right subtree. You remember those things and you write the programming. Right. We are actually while you write the theoretical paper, no need to concentrate on the programming. Right. So you you list out all the elements to the left hand side. So 99 left hand side 76, 63, 55. So indulo nenu dento replace cheyali greatest element. So you identify 76. So 76 is the element you want to replace. Right. That is how you want to perform the things. Is it clear about the deletion operation?
Yes, sir.
And the last operation is search operation. Very simple operation. For example, I want to search whether 37 is present in my list or not. So this is my search element. So I always I always start my any operation in the binary search tree from the root node only. So compare 37 with 40. Since it is less than, go to its left child. Compare 37 with 34. Since it is greater than, go to its right child. So 37 compared with 37, they are equal. So you will write a message that search is successful. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Sir.
Yes,
For
sir.
example,
Okay, sir.
my search element is 63. Tell me the process. 63 compared with 40. Since 63 is greater than 40, go to its right child. 99 compared with 63. Since 63 is less than 99, go to its left child. 63 compared with 76. Since it is less than, go to its left child. 63 compared with 63. Since we have the node, the search element is equal to this node element, we display a message called search is successful. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So these are the important topics regarding this binary search tree. We have discussed the definition of a binary search tree. A binary search tree is a binary tree. That means it should have at most 2 children. Every node should have at most 2 children. In addition to it, it should also satisfy the 2 more properties. That is, less than elements, less than or equal to root node should be placed as the left subtree, and the elements which are greater than the root node should be placed as the right subtree. We have discussed the 4 operations in this binary search tree, that is construction of binary search tree from the given list of elements, inserting an element into the binary search tree, deleting the nodes from the binary search tree, and finding an element in the binary search tree. Construction is a straightforward process where you take the first element as the root node and from the next element onwards you compare it with the root node, and if it is less than the root node you place it as the left subtree, and if it is greater than root node you place it as the right subtree. And insertion is a simple process where you compare it with the root node and then you follow these two properties, left subtree and right subtree, and then you place it in the correct position. And coming to the find operation, that is also similar to that of a insertion operation, where you take the search element, compare it with the root node. If it is less than, go to its left side. If it is greater than, go to its right child. And whenever you find the correct element, you display the message as search is successful. But this deletion operation is somewhat complex in nature, where it involves three different cases. The case one is deletion of a node with leaf, which is leaf, and the second case is deletion of a node with one child, and the third case is deletion of a node with two child. Right? Deletion of a leaf is a simple process where you simply go to its parent and remove the address part and replace it with null. Thereby you are deleting the leaf node. And deletion of a node with one child is something that you have to make the dependent of this node to be linked to its grandparent. So whenever you want to delete a node with one child, you go to its grandparent, replace the address of the node which you are deleting with the child address of this node. So thereby you are deleting a node with one child. And the last case is somewhat complex, which is deletion of a node with two child. You have to delete the node with two children. So you have to replace the node with two options. Either you can replace it with the greatest element in the left subtree, or you can replace it with the least element in the right subtree. So how do you identify the greatest element in the left subtree? Means you have to go deep right from the first element of the left subtree. How do you identify the least element? Means you have to go deep left from the first node of the right subtree. So after identifying the deep right and deep left, or else identifying the greatest element in the left subtree and least element in the right subtree, you just replace the node with two children with these two, either of these two elements, right? So while implementing the deletion operation with two children, what happens here is you have to include the deletion of a node with leaf child, and or you have to include the deletion of a node with one child. So this is a recursive process where deletion of two child, it's not recursive, it is a dependent process, where deletion of two child depends on deletion of leaf node or deletion of one child. Right. This is all about the synopsis we have given in the last session. Is it clear up to this binary search trees?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this completes our last unit. Right. This concept also we have completed. So in yesterday's class we have discussed the tree traversal techniques. Just give me 2 minutes of time. 1 minute. Right. So in this class we have discussed the binary search trees. We have discussed the definition. We have given the definition of the binary search tree. We have given how do you construct the binary search tree, and we have discussed various operations such as searching, insertion, and deletion. Right. So this is end of 5th unit. In the 5th unit, we have sorting techniques. In the classroom itself, we have discussed all the sorting techniques like insertion, selection, bubble sort, quick sort, and mid sort with all the examples also. And after that, we have trees. In trees, we have binary trees, terminology we have discussed, and representation of trees we have discussed, and tree traversals we have discussed. The 3 types of tree traversals: pre, post, and in order. And now we have completed the search trees, binary search trees, along with different operations. Right. So by this point, we are completed with almost 95% of the syllabus. Right. We are done with first unit. We are done with second unit. We are done with 4th unit, and we are done with the 5th unit also. We are left with only one topic, that is linear lists. So in the next class, in the next week, I will start the linked list concept, and in the next week itself, we will close the syllabus part. Right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Now you can leave the session.
Sir, attendance poll పెడతాను.
Attendance, I have taken the attendance, Rajesh. I will send the names to you, and you please tell me who are the absentees. Numbers you shall have.
సార్ అంటే నాకు ఎవరెవరు వచ్చారో కనిపించదు కదా సార్ ఇందులో, అందుకని
నా దగ్గర ఉంది, నేను నీకు వాట్సాప్